Hello, watch fans, and welcome to another watch review slash overview video. Tonight we're going to take a look at the Samsung Gear S2.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
We had already looked at the Samsung Gear S1 in a previous video, so I just wanted to kind of do a little bit of a comparison and let you see them side by side. As you can see, they really changed the look of the watch in this newer version. Now, I won't spend a lot of time on the S1 because, again, I do have another video on that. Big difference between the two watches is really this has a standalone feature where you could make phone calls, receive phone calls, all that jazz. The new version does not have that. You can get text messages and text alerts. You do get notifications. If somebody does call your phone, you can reject the phone call on your watch. You can answer the phone call on your watch, but you will need to bring out your phone in order to talk to somebody. The watch does have a very nice voice recognition program built in. It has a little microphone on the side. What I find very useful is sending voice texts. If I'm driving or at work and I need to send a quick message or do something, I can do it right on my wrist without having to pull out my phone. I have a Note 5. It's big and clunky. I keep it in my pocket. So it is much more convenient to be able to do it on my watch. And that's one of the reasons why I have kind of gone to the smartwatch area, is just because I like the convenience, especially at work. I know a lot of people are on the fence whether or not to try a smartwatch or not. I will say this is not the watch that I would say to try out to start because of the price point. At $299, it's a little bit high if you don't really know if you're going to like it or not. I'm going to be doing a video eventually on the Asus ZenWatch 2. That watch is about half the price of this, and that's what I would kind of recommend for someone who just wants to start out doing a smartwatch. Again, feature-wise, 42 millimeter, not too big and bulky. Compared to the S1, it actually looks like a watch. This is the sport version. There is also a classic version that comes with a leather strap. I went with the sport version simply because it's 42 compared to 40. As you can see here, compared to the 46 millimeter Motorola 360 Gen 2, still decent size without being too small like a lady's watch. And also, I'll be doing a video on the Motorola as well. That's a very nice piece. The sport watch does have your built-in heart sensor, which most smartwatches have nowadays. You do have this nice rotating bezel that takes you to all your different apps and settings. And again, if you're big into working out, running, this thing tracks your steps, it tracks your heart. It does a lot of things that someone who works out and does all that fun stuff could really appreciate. Like any smartwatch, highly customizable. Comes with this charcoal gray band strap. There will be other straps available with it, different colors that Samsung are coming out with. There's also a silver version, which is really just white. One of my big features and big pluses that I like about these smartwatches is just the ease that you can change your watch face. I can go from one watch face to the next without even having to really put a lot of thought or effort into it. And for someone like myself who gets tired of looking at the same thing over and over again, you have a lot of different options and looks that you can do and customize on this watch. The rotating bezel that they added this time around works very well. There is no lag. It is seamless, responsible. The display is beautiful. I believe it is a OLED display. Battery life wise, I get 2 days out of the watch. Most smartwatches, depending on use, you're only going to get a day or two. You're going to want to charge it every night, almost like you would your cell phone. But like I said, biggest point for me, convenience. Love to be able to send text and receive text from the watch. Love to be able to see who's calling me if I'm at work and I'm doing something. I can just glance down at my wrist to see who I'm going to ignore. So things like that, for someone who's never tried a smartwatch before, those are the big benefits that I would say just to give it a shot. I have a couple people who I've talked to who swore up and down they would never try a smartwatch, and then once they have, they absolutely love it. Like I said, I wouldn't really jump in and do this one right off the bat, but they're definitely worth trying out to seeing if you would like it. I give the watch, ratings-wise, for what it is, it's a little overpriced. I would say B+ for the watch. So like always, I'm sure I missed a lot. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them at the bottom of the video, and I'll answer anything I can. And see, got a text right there. So I hope all of you have a great Thanksgiving and enjoy your holiday season.